Have you ever judged someone on first appearances? I'm Danny Sinnott with another Brave to Go. Have you ever sat somewhere and people watched, drawing assumptions by what they look like or what they walk or talk like? One day when I was on location filming a DVD series in Las Vegas, I was asked to look after our gear while the crew got some final location shots. So I sat down outside Caesars Palace Casino and people watched. Well, a few minutes later, I noticed a shabby-looking man and he was walking toward me. He plonked himself down beside me and in a friendly tone said, "What you doing?" Well, I was caught off guard, so I told him that I was here from Australia filming a DVD series, which for some reason felt really lame, so I introduced myself and he shook my hand and I asked what he did. And as soon as the question came out of my mouth, I thought, well, that's really stupid because obviously he's homeless. And he replied just that. He said, "Oh, I'm just a bum." And I thought, just a bum, is that all this man could identify his worth as? So I prompted him. I said, "Oh, hi, I'm Danny, what's your name?" And he said, "Oh, hi, I'm Andy." Now, Andy had been in Vietnam. He'd been a Vietnam vet and gone off the rails when he came back. He'd done some really bad stuff for about 20 years. He had a wife and a child, but he ended up, because of that, living on the run and went interstate to get away from the police and the warrants that were after him and ended up on the streets. And so his value of himself was extremely low. And he went on to tell me about one good thing that he'd done in his whole life, and that's a story for another day. But the reality was that all that Andy could think about was how low he was, what he wasn't. But what I saw in Andy that day was just a broken man that needed a second chance. In the Bible, in the book of James, chapter 2, verses 8 and 9, it says, "If you really fulfill the royal law according to Scripture, you shall love your neighbour as yourself, you're doing well. But if you show partiality, you are committing sin and are convicted by the law as transgressors." Everybody has a story. Don't judge them for it. Just love them through it. Braveenough.org.